Good evening, friends. Welcome to another episode of Aware and Care, a weekly Ayurvedic dosage coming from Dr. Ambika Nair, who's the co-founder and chief consultant at Shantigram Group of Companies. They have various locations for consultations. We'll get to that all in this show. This week, we've talked to Dr. Ambika Nair about certain symptoms and health conditions and understand whether it's serious or just manageable, preventable or curable. Let's welcome her to the show. Namaskaram, Dr. Nair. Welcome to Aware and Care.
Namaskaram. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Always a delight to be talking to you and looking at you and understanding so many other things that we are missing out in life. Dr. Nair, today I want to start off with a couple of symptoms and lead to a problem that many of us are facing. Despite all the explanations and understanding that food, basic nutritious food is important for us. There's nausea, there's stomach pain, there's pale skin, there is swelling on the stomach, and there's sometimes pain on the right side of the stomach. Many of us think it is jaundice or we think it's diabetes. Yet there are conditions that are underlying and we do not know about it. There's something called a condition called fatty liver. Now, we want to understand what this problem is and how does somebody actually develop this problem or prevent it.
First of all, fatty liver, it takes so many years to understand. Unless you go for an ultrasound. With any abdominal pain, some days, you will get a little bit of distended abdomen a lot. And the right side, you will get little pain. Or some days, like little constipation, itching in the body, severe itching. Severe itching will be there. But we have to, judge whether it is due to any other skin disease or it is with the liver. Okay, paleness. Fatigue will be there, tiredness. Some people lose a lot of weight actually. So with any condition, that you may go to the hospital, may not go for a fatty liver. Then you will go and see that, that, oh my God, you have a fatty liver.
So is fatty liver genetic or it is developed over the
years? No,
it
can be genetic also. If the parents are like alcoholic and all, because the children are born. So we have seen like a genetic disorder also is there. So that's why, like during pregnancy, we tell the people, not to drink and all. And it is of two types actually. Non-alcoholic liver disease is also there. Alcoholic liver disease is also there. Okay, fatty liver, two types actually. Because actually, see, whatever we eat, it should digest and assimilate. Because our liver is the largest gland, it has a lot of power to do so many things in our body. Because pitta is staying in that. Our digestion is only mainly on the liver. So our, pitta has to be taken care in that. So if you feel that, you are not feeling hungry, like erratic way of, like some days you feel hungry, some days you don't feel. So there is something wrong with the liver actually. And tiredness, little fatigue. And, some days it will become anemia. It can be so many other things. Whether we have to see whether you have any hypothyroidism, whether any PCOD, uric acid is elevated in some cases. Like some people will tell that, when they went for the test, they could find some polyps in the, like in the colon, like a fatty pancreas. Like obstructive sleep apnea, which is very common actually. Obstructive sleep apnea, because of that, fatty liver is very, very common actually.
Very interesting. All these symptoms, like many of our viewers are watching, must be thinking, I have this symptom, I have this symptom. It's not about only one particular symptom. It's the cumulative symptoms plus as to the frequency and, the intervals which this pain or discomforts come in. So, Dr. Nair, how serious is fatty liver? Do people take it very lightly or it leads to certain degenerative disease later on?
No, we can always reverse it actually if the person is willing. Until unless, because there are so many stages of this actually. So, like even, see, alcoholic people, when they come, even they come to our clinic, some people will tell that we will never, touch alcohol later. But some people, it's very difficult. They will never listen to us. So, like alcohol, actually, it's a major...
It aggravates the situation,
Yeah, it attributes a lot in this actually, because, like during... See, some people, during pregnancy, they will get a fatty liver because, see, they are alcoholic or some hormonal changes also, like it will happen. Like in pregnancy, we have seen a lot of cases coming with, like a fatty liver.
So, Dr. Nair, what about diabetes, cholesterol, and jaundice? Does it also attribute to this?
No, because actually that's coming to the point. Okay, see, like a hyperlipidemia. Okay, so the high triglycerides. Because like a big macule, like will be like formed in the liver actually. So it will not expel, because actually fat, like it can be stored in the liver, and like how obesity will come, because the fat, like it has the tendency to, under even our skin, it will get accumulated. But here, when the liver is unable to, saturate more, what will happen? It will get deposited. Then only the changes comes in the liver actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when a person has fatty liver, is there a specific age group that you see mostly, apart from alcohol being one of the main reasons, but there are people who are not
obesity in children, obese children.
Obese children also. Okay.
Yeah, too much of, like a fat intake, like, and then even other food, like, because all fast food. So this is all not good. Deep fried food, continuously eating the same deep fried food. So these all, one of the contributing factors for this. And lack of exercise.
So is this a very painful condition, or it is only this physical symptoms that a bloating is there or swelling is there? Is there shifting swelling, or it is only in one place?
No, it will be only little shifting, swelling also will be there, but mostly on the central part it will be there.
Okay. Now, Dr. Nair, there's one term which is coming to my mind when you say fatty liver. Does it also have any connection to calcification of the liver?
Calcification is different actually.
It's completely different. Okay.
It is different actually. Okay. This is only the, like, because the fat will be accumulated, and like hepatomegaly we call it. When they do the, like ultrasound, they will tell hepatomegaly. Liver increases in size. And changes will come.
Okay.
So if you really want to take care of your liver, like you can follow the diet properly, little detoxifications, because if you are having sleep apnea, like so many cases comes to us, so when you do in totality treating for the root cause, everything will change actually. Even their cholesterol goes away, no fatty liver, nothing. And so, they will become, like a diabetic, also one of the reasons.
That is one of the reasons that
especially type 2 diabetes actually, because these things only lead to type 2 diabetes.
Now, there is so many myths and so many stories going around, and this is what we have picked up over the generations only by hearing people talk about it. Today, there's Google, there's Dr. Ambika Nair, and of course, there's lots of consultation and happy talks that happen between people. People are more open to express themselves and understand. So there was always a myth that fatty liver was always associated with somebody who had jaundice or with hepatitis. Can you just debunk that?
Yeah, because actually it is one of the factors, because if you had like jaundice and all, and like some people will get repeated jaundice. Actually, it's not here. In India, we can see that actually. Because of the water, contamination and all, orophycal route it comes. So, like repeatedly, so we can see that. And especially hepatitis B, C and all.
Okay.
Okay, so they are prone for all these things.
And before we get to diagnosis and treatment, I also want to get away with one more question. Does it also lead to cancer?
If the things goes in a very, complicated situation. This is only the starting.
That's only starting. So we just want
so many things are there, like cirrhosis of liver, like ascites, all the complications will come if they don't take care. You can see, their lower abdomen like protruding.
Oh.
Okay, so these all, like, because that's like, because ascites is there, then they will have breathlessness. There are so many complications actually if they don't take care. See, fatty liver, we are talking about fatty liver. So fatty liver is reversible.
It is
in the initial stage actually. See, some people will get the fatty liver if they are taking this prescription, like medicines for a long time. Okay, so they don't go to the doctor, like somebody prescribes. They will not go for any checkup or anything like that.
Statins for that. When you take statins for a long time, they also check the liver at some point.
Definitely, right? Because actually they want to see that whether any saturation is there or not.
Oh, okay. So all these connected. So friends, we're today talking about fatty liver. We're also talking about basic symptom to the worst case scenario that can happen if your fatty liver goes untreated. The symptoms mostly are very misleading to think that, maybe you had a great party meal to something that you are obese, or you've not had exercise, but there could be cumulative problems associated and circulating. And that's where you have to get yourself tested for fatty liver. What kind of testing is done to confirm that you have a fatty liver?
Liver enzyme has to be done.
Okay.
Like a blood test, simple blood test will be taken care in that. Actually, they will understand.
Okay.
And, their hemoglobin and all. Okay. And see, like some cravings, like for fatty things, this all shows that they may have an issue actually.
So a fatty liver makes you craving for fatty food?
For fatty food, because it's already, see, diabetic patients.
Yes, sweet craving.
They will always, like, non-alcoholic hepatitis is very important actually. It's a very serious liver disease, that has to be taken care. So sometimes it can lead to bleeding. It can lead to cancer also if they don't take care in time.
So we just started with symptoms about fatty liver. We also discussed about who are the kind of people who are prone to this, and what kind of testing is required to confirm that you have a condition called fatty liver. Now let's come to the doorsteps of Shantigram and meet Dr. Ambika Nair, who's going to tell us what is the process to treat this problem, what is the course of treatment, and what are the steps they follow at Shantigram.
See, when they come itself, first of all, nowadays it is COVID. They will, most of the people have taken vaccination. So they are welcome for, like a direct, like a not virtual. So in person, we see the people and we have to see I analyze with the pulse actually.
Okay.
Whether they are obese, whether ladies means whether their periods are regular, whether any PCOD is there, whether any hypothyroidism, any other things about any other drugs what they are taking, which is, like taking for a long time. What's the root cause? I had to find out whether their digestion is okay, whether pitta, because kapha is also associated, because meda, so much of fat will be with that only. Okay. So, like why are they suffering with the fatty liver? That has to be diagnosed properly. Then we do the, come to the Panchakarma side.
Okay.
Panchakarma means 5 ways to detoxify the body, regenerate your body, balance it properly by treating through the root cause actually. So we will decide what type of treatment he needs, whether he needs, detoxification. Here we don't do the, emesis, but we give them at home so that they can do it. Okay. Then, like a whole body, especially Uddhavardhanam is done. It's a beautiful therapy, like for the it is like a prevention for obesity. We have to see whether they are obese or not. Okay. So for obesity and all, and prevention of all other diabetes and arthritis. So it helps a lot, and they lose weight also. Then we come to, like a Nasyam will be done with them. Yoga Vasti will be given. That preparation is according to the constitution and the disease what they are suffering. We make special decoctions to the herbs and give. So that will clean the liver, like the pancreas, all the walls of the colon. So the toxins accumulated in the gastrointestinal system, which is making the disease comes out. So, like people come with the, HbA1c a lot, like it's like a 12, 13, 14 and all. So after this treatment, they say that, that it has come down like drastically.
That is some great news that there is hope, and there is always the right time intervention to heal from any symptoms and problems that somebody is facing. We will talk about the diet plan for people with fatty liver. Now, Dr. Nair, I've come to the clinic with a fatty liver condition. You have just taken care of my chart, and you've also recommended certain, prescriptions right now. But I'm also taking cholesterol medicines, or I'm taking thyroid medicines. Will that interfere with the treatment?
It will never interfere with the treatment. Actually, after the treatment, you can go to your primary care or wherever your doctor. They will tell that your cholesterol is perfectly all right. Now you can stop it. Your thyroid is perfectly all right. So, the diet plan is more important, Madhavi, in this.
So, Dr. Nair, you're saying that we're suggesting, I know that there is always a course of treatment for individual patients and whatever is the case history. So somebody comes with a fatty liver and he's getting treated for that. In a return gift, there's also a possibility his cholesterol and triglyceride or other pre-existing conditions can be balanced and taken care of. So that's definitely good news. So what is the timeline for this treatment? I know there is worst case scenarios and basic, but what is the timeline?
Like 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, You make it so easy.
No, 2 to 3 weeks actually we give a group of therapies which will enable them to come out very fast. And strict diet actually. Dieting, I'm very particular about that actually, what they should not eat.
Okay. And we did mention about obesity in this program about fatty liver. Now people assume the term fatty liver, the liver cannot do any exercises. So I have to do the exercises just on the humerus side.
No, people with a fatty liver, they should not, do so much of, according to the condition, if they walk for, straining a lot.
Strenuous exercises are not recommended.
Yeah, that is not allowed actually.
Oh, okay.
Breathing exercises are okay. Yoga, like a Pavana Muktas, it will take little more time, some exercises that according to the situation, I will teach them. That is the therapeutic yoga.
Therapeutic. Dr. Nair, though I started this particular point on a very humorous note, but as you are giving us the suggestions and prescriptions or the way it is treated, it definitely makes a lot of sense that, friends, once again, when you're watching this program, please also consult your physician or Dr. Nair and understand what your pre-existing conditions are before you start taking any suggestions that are being given during the program. So this particular healthy fatty liver condition, strenuous exercises are forbidden. They are not recommended. Light exercises are recommended. Basically, this problem can be treated solely through diet and some medication. Is that true?
Absolutely, because actually it will not take so much of time actually if they really listen.
Okay. So Dr. Nair, when we come to diet plan, let's also talk about fruits or vegetables that are prohibited and that can be eaten. Let's start with something which is prohibited.
Okay. See, first of all, during the therapy, we will see that they will be only vegetarians.
Okay.
Okay, especially vegetarian, only cooked food.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the liver can digest and assimilate, then only we get energy.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, because, sometimes, vitamin D will be very low, such people also get all those things actually. Okay, vitamin D, that's it is more important. Okay. That food only we will give. Mostly khichdi, very easily digestible food.
So light food, basically.
Very light food, sattvic food, I should say. Sattvic food. Okay, like a whole grains we will give. Wheat is good for that. Bajra, barley, this is all very good.
So, do you recommend or do you prohibit eating ghee and, of course, oily foods are not recommended?
Ghee is okay. Our normal ghee is okay, but not in a very big amount. Okay, a little bit actually. But, not that like a very deep fried food we will give.
Okay, that
because actually once in a blue moon you can have, not that every time, because some people, it's very difficult to, take them into confidence.
It's a strict diet plan that you'd follow. Let's also talk about some fruits that we want to talk, because I'm sure
and non-vegetarian actually, especially beef.
Okay. Eggs?
Beef and, beef, egg and all, it will be digestible actually.
Okay.
But beef, beef and pork, actually, some people, it will not digest properly. So there, Pachaka is very low. So, such people, we will tell them not to eat such things actually. Fruits and vegetables are very good actually. You should include a lot of things in that.
Okay. I have somebody thinking or saying that can we eat bananas?
Bananas are okay, no problem.
Okay. And what about cruciferous vegetables?
Cruciferous vegetables are very good. I will advise them in these things. If they don't have any thyroid and all, because it all depends upon the condition of the person.
Okay.
Okay. But, normal, normal things, they can eat. Even milk also, people will be asking, what type of milk.
Yogurt.
Okay. Normally, we tell them not to take milk and all for some period of time. Like milk products and all, especially cheese. All those things, we'll stop it for some time, then we will again restart.
Okay. Friends, what I'm understanding from this conversation is people with fatty liver should have light food so that the liver is not loaded, is not stressed up to convert the energy. Now, Dr. Nair, what about multivitamins or some powders or like ashwagandha, triphala or something?
Triphala.
Triphala
is very good. Gudichi is very good actually. Even you can make a tea. with a little bit of cardamom, cinnamon, and like a little bit of basil leaves. Okay, that will make a lot of like a care.
This sounds very, very hopeful and very, very strengthening to the thought that fatty liver is a condition which you do not panic about. It can be treated. If you know at the initial stage, it can be controlled through a diet plan. And of course, consulting your physician is very, very important, like Dr. Nair always recommends. Any parting notes and points that we have missed out that you would want to cover, Dr. Nair?
No, because if you really have any issues, like when we go to India, especially from US, drinking water from outside, if you have any problem like like vomiting, like a nauseated feeling, you must see that whether you have a liver issue or not. That is more important actually, because you see, like these things only it will get to the triglyceride goes high, because liver has to be taken care. Otherwise, heart issues can come, your kidney diseases can come. So it's the main organ actually.
But Dr. Nair, when we go for a physical, there is never a checkup that is recommended for the liver, right? Or is there something that we can...
No. Liver function is always there. Like, they take care actually. Liver function they do. They normally do the enzymes actually here. I have seen that actually.
Okay, so that's also taken care of, friends. So your annuals, your physicals are very, very important. That's when you come to know what is a pre-existing condition, something that you can catch in the beginning. And for rest, all very herbal remedies. We have Dr. Ambika Nair from shantigram.com. That's the website, and the number is also available for you to reach them. And like Dr. Nair just mentioned, if you're vaccinated, in-person consultations are open. And if you're not vaccinated, of course, a COVID test is mandatory.
Yeah, that is mandatory.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nair, for this episode on fatty liver. And friends, if you have any other concerns that you want to talk about or you want Dr. Nair to discuss, please feel free to reach us. We will definitely cover them in the upcoming episodes. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah,
Nair.
I am getting a message that talk about the cirrhosis of liver. Next time we will do it.
We'll definitely do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.